So guys, Governor Godwin Obaseki has been going through a lot of petitions in the last few weeks, and since his election, a lot of parties have been coming forward to push their luck by, filing a lot of petitions against him, certificate issues, some saying that their names were not on the ballot, so many things, some saying the deputy governor does not have a certificate or perhaps have a forged certificate, different issues from different angle. But guess what? He just sailed through because these have actually proved that the God on his side is really a big God, and really God himself has really won on this particular case for Godwin Obaseki. And right here it says that Inec has also spoken about what they can only do regarding Governor Godwin Obaseki's issue and everything relating or related to the just concluded election. Yes, more details I'll bring to you, but please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Please ensure you hit the subscribe button immediately and also turn on your notification bell, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And yes, this is Saffron Media, where we give you trending, exciting, reliable and authentic happenings, so you have to stick with our channel to ensure you get updated. Yes, the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, has responded to the petition filed by Action Democratic Party, ADP, at the Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal holding in Benin City, saying that it lacks the power to disqualify Godwin Obaseki over the alleged fake certificate he presented to the commission. The electoral umpire, in its response to the petition, regretted its inability to investigate and disqualify Obaseki over the somewhat controversial certificate he had presented, saying only an order of the court could do so. Inec also added that it could not investigate the originality and authenticity or otherwise of the disputed certificate and document which they presented to the commission for the governorship election because it was beyond its responsibility. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, would be recalled that it had, in its response to the same petition, admitted that there were noticeable errors in Obaseki's certificate, but explained that it was while filling the forms for the election in 2016, Obaseki inadvertently and mistakenly wrote 1976 in a portion of the form for the year of the graduation, which year was the year of his admission in the University of Ibadan. According to the PDP, at the time Obaseki was completing his form CF001 in 2016, he deposed to an affidavit stating that he had misplaced the originals of all his certificates while changing offices with the intention to apply for a reinsurance of its certificate. The party thereafter blamed the error in Obaseki's certificate on the mechanism of the photocopier, saying the original certificate was issued in an A5 size. However, in order for the photocopy of the certificate to be attached to the form CF001, the size was reduced to A4, and in the process, leaving out some vital information on the certificate. Inec, as the first respondent in the petition filed by ADP, in a certified true copy containing its response, averred that it is only not the duty of the first respondent, Inec, to investigate the origin of the said document duly submitted to it. According to the reply signed by Inec's lead counsel, Mr. Adegboyega Awomolo-san, the information given by the third respondent, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, in the affidavit and documents submitted by him as a candidate at the election in Inec's nomination form CF001 are presumed manifestly true or prima facie correct until and only if the contrary is proved or pronounced false by an order of the court. Yes, and of course, Obaseki has actually been freed from Inec. But of course, like I said earlier, this is a court case and not a case for Inec to handle, because of course, if the court rules that, and yes, the election should be rerun, then definitely Inec would consider that. But saying that Inec is responsible for not checking properly if his certificate were intact or not, and they should cancel the election. INEC said it has gone beyond their jurisdiction, that they cannot do that, that what they can only do is to go file the case in court, and once it is ruled in the court, then they can as well now go ahead to do another election. But as it is, that their hands are tied, and it is not their duty to cancel any election and reschedule another one, that it is also beyond their responsibility. And remember that the People's Democratic Party also gave a comment regarding Obaseki's certificate issue about the A5 and the A4 paper, because they said why it seemed like Obaseki had issues with the certificate, that really he does not really have a issue with his certificate. That the challenge he has was that while he was filling the form, he said he was so much in a hurry that the year of his graduation was the year he put as the year of his admission. So there was a bit of confusion right there, and that was what they held against him. And secondly, they said when the original certificate came out, that it was on an A5, but when it was photocopied on an A4. So some of the vital informations that were in that certificate were cut out, because A5 and A4 is just a bit difference in size, and the real information was really cut out, so they didn't get everything. They said those were actually the issue. It wasn't like he had a serious issue regarding his certificate like they are speculating. But PDP has been able to cover them. Like the APC said, they said they are not filing any fresh case against Godwin Obaseki and the People's Democratic Party. They said they are only going to hold whatever case the party already has. And the challenge the party already has was that of the certificate issue. They were fighting Obaseki back then in 2016, because really it was then that they felt like, okay, since he was in APC, we have to make this guy understand that his certificate is not as clear as it is. And now they have to be the ones to defend Godwin Obaseki, because of course they know the truth from the lie. And now the APC that was supposed to cover Obaseki are now trying to open up the truth from the lie. So, but of course, we also where Obaseki cleared the air, where he got his original certificate from UI, and the vice chancellor and everyone also cleared the air. There is an alumni of the university, and he graduated in that specific year. So really, we still wait for the petitions. They said the next case will be heard on Monday. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and see what happens on Monday. Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned. I really do appreciate you. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.